If you guys haven't noticed, once I took Canelo to school, he's using my same moves on these other guys. The same thing that I did to him is just like, I'm pretty sure you guys seen this movie that came out in the 80s called The Karate Kid. I'm Mr. Miyagi and that's Daniel's son. You your best when you, between 18 and 28, you're at your best. I schooled Canelo when I was, 35, 37? I don't even know how old I was when I schooled the kid, but like I said before, I'm just a different animal. These fighters are not on my level. These fighters don't think like me, don't got the footwork that I got.
Canelo attempted to ruin Mayweather's impressive record in 2013. The Mexican superstar, however, ended up losing via decision. Since then,
in 2013, the boxing world witnessed a masterclass in technique, precision, and experience as Floyd Mayweather Jr. took on a young and undefeated Saul Canelo Alvarez. Billed as a one, the bout was a major pay-per-view event, hyped as the passing of the torch, or at least the toughest test of Mayweather's career to that point. But what unfolded in the ring was not a competitive clash of equals. Instead, it was a demonstration of defensive brilliance and tactical dominance, as Mayweather outclassed the younger fighter in nearly every round. Going into the fight, Canelo was just 23 years old with a record of 42-0-1. He had explosive power, Mexican toughness, and a loyal fan base. Many believed his youth and strength might be enough to solve the Mayweather puzzle. Meanwhile, Mayweather, then 36, was already a legend in the sport, undefeated with a 44-0 record. He had faced and beaten numerous world champions across multiple weight divisions. Yet, critics often look for signs of decline due to his age, and some thought Canelo might finally be the one to break the streak. From the opening bell, it became clear that the matchup wasn't as close as anticipated. Mayweather established control early with his trademark jab and lightning-quick counterpunches. He used his superior footwork to stay off the ropes and keep the fight in the center of the ring, where he could dictate the pace. His shoulder roll defense, something of a signature, made Canelo miss repeatedly, causing frustration to mount for the young challenger. Canelo tried to cut off the ring, but Mayweather's movement was simply too fluid. Each time Alvarez committed to a punch, Mayweather made him pay with sharp counters. He wasn't just avoiding punches. He was creating openings and exploiting every technical mistake. Canelo was throwing combinations, but most of them either glanced off Mayweather's arms or missed entirely. And while Canelo had the size and strength advantage, Mayweather neutralized it by never allowing himself to be stationary long enough to get caught. What made the performance so remarkable wasn't just Mayweather's defense. It was his offense. He landed clean, accurate shots throughout the fight, particularly with his right hand.
But it wasn't enough. Mayweather continues to cover up defensively and is too fast with the jab to provide Alvarez with any decent opportunities. Round 5 was the round in which Mayweather began to truly show off his skills. His defense is exceptional. He consistently slipped out of Alvarez's blows, and in the same action, threw his own punches with some force on them. In this round, Canelo showed some more improvements, but it's still unclear how he'll figure out Mayweather.
A jab from Canelo. Mayweather strikes the other to the more like his distance. They're both confident. The heel of his glove is using some extracurricular activities as well. He does things in the open jabs in two different places to try to fight.
Round 6. Canelo is getting engaged a little more in round 6, and his hands are also letting go somewhat more. Alvarez tries to land several lefts, but Mayweather sees it all coming and constantly ducks and rolls out of the way. Alvarez's performed in this round earned him the victory.
He's capable of it, but he has to get shot. It's had to be timed because the other doesn't understand.
At times, he even stood in front of Canelo without moving and still avoided getting hit. His timing was immaculate, often landing shots in between Canelo's attempts to throw. The fight became a boxing clinic, with Mayweather giving a lesson in spacing, anticipation, and ring generalship. By the middle rounds, Canelo's corner knew things were slipping away. They urged him to go to the body and try to wear Mayweather down, but nothing seemed to work. Even when Alvarez did manage to connect, Mayweather would roll with the shots or respond with a sharper one of his own. The crowd, initially buzzing with energy, started to settle into quiet awe at what they were witnessing. Mayweather's control extended beyond the ring. His psychological warfare was in full effect. Every time Canelo missed, every time Mayweather smiled after landing a clean shot, it chipped away at Alvarez's confidence. This wasn't just physical domination, it was mental too. Canelo had come in as a feared puncher, but Mayweather made him hesitate. He made him think twice before committing, and in boxing, hesitation is deadly. Statistically, the fight painted a clear picture. Mayweather landed nearly twice the number of punches that Canelo did, with an exceptional accuracy rate. Alvarez simply couldn't figure him out. He threw punches in bunches, but hit air more often than flesh. Judges scored the fight as a majority decision for Mayweather, but that raised eyebrows. One judge, C.J. Ross, scored a draw, something widely criticized in the boxing community. Most observers saw it as a near shutout for Mayweather, who had given Canelo his first professional loss. After the fight, Mayweather was praised for once again showing why he was one of the greatest defensive fighters in history. Canelo, humble but respectful, admitted he couldn't catch him. That night was a reality check for Alvarez, who realized that raw talent and power aren't enough at the elite level without the experience and timing to match. It became a pivotal moment in his career. In hindsight, that loss may have been the best thing to happen to Canelo. He took the lesson to heart and evolved as a fighter. He refined his style, improved his footwork, and worked on his defense. Over the years, he climbed weight divisions, became a multi-division world champion, and avenged that loss in spirit through dominating performances of his own. But he never forgot the night Floyd Mayweather made him look ordinary. For Mayweather, this was just another day at the office. Yet the magnitude of that win grew over time as Canelo's legend continued to rise. The more dominant Canelo became in later years, the more impressive Mayweather's schooling of him looked in retrospect. It wasn't just that Mayweather won. It was how decisively he did it against a future pound-for-pound king in his physical prime. Many critics before the fight had wondered if Mayweather had slowed down, but that night proved he was still operating on a different level. Even at 36, he was too fast, too smart, too elusive. He wasn't just fighting with his fists. He was fighting with his mind. And in a game where split-second decisions matter, Mayweather was always too...
I fought with Floyd, I was 23. I always think I need to fight first with Coro, Lara, and then Floyd. But that's what it is. I need more experience, more mature.
I think that helps him more than anything. Fights like that helps you more than anything. That loss puts him here.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't take that fight like a lose. I'm learning from that fight.
Alvarez no longer gets upset. That is maybe the most significant improvement Alvarez has made since his sole loss against Floyd Mayweather. Canelo received a lifetime education from Mayweather that night, and he has utilized that to his advantage ever since. To argue that the biggest star in boxing is not the same fighter who faced Mayweather over a decade ago would be an understatement, as Canelo has progressed from promising upstart to essentially being the best in the industry.
For me, at least, body shot, no inch. Good.
Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, press the like button and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any new videos.
That was a headshot down against the body, and that should do it.
It's over.
That is it.
It's over. Kovalev's not even committing to the...
Jared has